brighter side, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side, and it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it, thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Happens much easier.
Aerial Powers will be streaming from the 2K League Twitch channel. Tell us more about that.
Yes, I'm very excited. On Friday, January 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern, guys, make sure you lock in on our channel, the NBA 2K League Twitch's channel. You're going to see Aerial Power stream some of the camp, watch some of the gameplay, talk to some of the players, and give you a real in-depth look to what makes a top women gamer in the world.
I love that, especially her passion for esports. That's not all you're doing with women.
What a gorgeous nighttime view from high above the city of Atlanta. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin, if you'll allow a DC kid to be a little parochial right now, while there are some basketball hotbeds throughout the world, Prince George's County in the heart of Maryland is among the finest. A litany of NBA players have come from PG, including Kevin Durant, Victor Oladipo, Markelle Fultz, Michael Beasley, and Quinn Cook. KD said, "It's just in the water. This is what we do." Guys?
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogg, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Boy, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And the Clippers starting five. We've got Ibaka, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the guard position. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Young dishes to Capella. And Young, here we go, and it's blocked. A wide open look here for Ibaka. Connects from three-point range.
Boy, watching Ibaka, he possesses good form and just solid range on his shot.
Young passes to Hunter. The Hawks working the ball around. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
George with the bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here is Young. Second chance shot. Collins trying to break free.
Can't be lazy around Patrick Beverly. He's going to get you down low with hands. That time, he blocks a shot.
Got that one up quick.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Young. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Collins kicks to Young. The 3. Another miss by Young.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
For Atlanta, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And here's Young from the arc. Again, Young missing.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play. And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Clippers. They're in second, looking to take over the first.
You know, for Los Angeles, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year, and they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
What great body control there. George, tremendous athlete, takes the hit, and he makes that one count.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George. You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
Now, here is Young. The rebound by Paul George.
he just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Beverly against Young. To the paint. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's the three. And there's Hunter on the assist by Collins. Hunter's got 8.
Looking for some friendly competition as Hunter responds with a three-pointer of his own.
Good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Bounce pass Young, stolen by George. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Batum, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. He has 5.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Hawks trail by 15. Batum with the steal. And the dunk by Batum.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Now, here is Young, still looking for his first bucket in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Herter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Herter knows he has to produce offensively, and that time does a good job of staying open and staying with it.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
Taking 2 shots.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
The wingspan and the timing that Kawhi Leonard has is really remarkable. He utilizes those strengths to dominate both ends of an NBA floor.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. For Atlanta, they come in off the loss to Milwaukee. Pass to Young. Capella with it. Back to Young. Here's Hunter. That shot missing, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped a game in this series last year.
The Hawks trail by 19. Pass to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Dishes it to Young. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss. No good on the shot. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Capella finds Young. Pass to Hunter. Launches a 3.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Batum, good.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Atlanta's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And the pass to Herter. Young from outside, nailed from three-point land.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herter's pass leads to an open look.
Here's Beverly. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Herter passes to Young. Another three for Atlanta.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's George. He's got 12.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning, it's about communication, and John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
For the Hawks, Alinari comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Reddish in for Kevin Herter. The Clippers also changing it up. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Nicholas Batum, and it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. They get the rebound, Reddish, and it's sent back by George.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Now here's Reddish. Hunter, no one around him. It's good from long range. Hunter's got 11 points.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And it's George finishing it off.
Well, you can depend on Paul George to shoulder some of this offensive load. There are times where this team can turn over the reins to him, and he capitalizes that time.
Here's Young. He's got 6.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Williams gets the bucket.
Right now, Lou Williams is in the zone, able to find his shot and sink it.
Now, here is Young. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Now, here's George. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 18 points for him.
That's something I think Paul George in the offseason is really working on, just pulling up off the dribble, maintaining great balance. Very few flaws in his offensive game.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Williams with the ball, and it's Reddish picking him up.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Another 3 for Atlanta.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Los Angeles leading by 13. Here's Williams, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Now, here is Young. He's got 9.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Alinari outside. Passes it to Reddish. Collins trying to break free. And Reddish, the bucket on the assist from Gallinari.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Young. Softly drops in the floater. Young's got 11.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Here's George. Atlanta with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow and closing out the shooters, and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
With my dogs, they try to give me, I bet I get their heaven. I'm further away from, I'm such a gifted. I'm sleeping on the floor, she can see the loafers. Showing love to the season ticket holders. Showing love
for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Rajon Rondo subbed in for DeAndre Hunter. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for George. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Williams has got his third basket of the night. The Hawks trail by 11. Gallinari outside. That one goes in.
Gallinari's so hard to guard from the mid-range area because of his quick first step to the hoop, but you can't play too far off him or he'll do just that, burn you with the J.
And he gets it to go. And it's Rondo with the ball for Atlanta. Pass to Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. He took the opportunity when he saw it. Young's got 17.
It feels like the other four guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
It's good. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Rondo passes to Gallinari. And it goes down 2 points. Gallinari's got his second basket.
Showing some nice body control, outstanding at keeping his composure and continuing to play at his speed is Gallinari. Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
And Cam Reddish, the 10th pick back in 2019 out of Duke, had a tough transition as a rookie into the NBA, struggled just to find his rhythm.
GA, I think there are a lot of questions because at Duke, he was surrounded by stars. R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, and he was sort of that third guy. He has all the physical tools, and he made some big-time strides in the latter half of last season, so he's coming.
That free throw good from Reddish.
He's such a versatile forward that can defend and shoot and score. Reddish's game has future all-star written all over it.
He hits both from the stripe. Clippers leading by 6. Here's Williams. Williams with another miss.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Rondo. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
Shot's good by Williams.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Over to the wing. Rondo with a clean look. No good with the triple. Los Angeles has gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Here's Young. He dishes it to Okongwu, and he banks in the layup.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle. Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Back to the action after this word. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win, and there's no egos. Everybody has fun. We play together, we move the ball, we make sacrifices, and we enjoy getting stops.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
We've got Gallinari. Young is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Reddish in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David. Very athletic. Thanks. Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Trae Young. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Williams.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game. Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Rondo passes to Huerter. He can't get it to go. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Batum, good.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Rondo dishes to Gallinari. Here's Morris. Misses off the left iron. The Hawks trail by 15. Gallinari outside. Here's Huerter. And he banks in the layup. Huerter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Gallinari up top, defended by Batum. Down low, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
That's a 2 from Kennard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Hawks, trailing by 13. Inside, here's Okongwu, and Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Jackson. And that one falls for Okongwu. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. That's a 2 from Kennard. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverly is going to do his best to get you the ball.
The Hawks trail by 12. Here's Rondo. 6 points for him. Here's Herter. Molinari trying to get open.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Clippers making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Rondo passes to Herter. And that one is stuffed right through.
You wonder with talent around him how much more Kevin Herter's offensive game can grow.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
Atlanta making a switch here. Hunter's checked in.
Kevin Herter's favorite player growing up was Dwayne Wade, and that's why he wears the number 3.
Shot on the wing. Again, the Clippers. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Paul George is checked in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Rondo. Capella trying to free himself up. Rondo finds Gallinari. Offensive rebound. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 9 on the basket for Rajon Rondo. George, that's a 2-pointer, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. George has got 20 points.
That's a reliable offensive option right there. Shooting with consistency as Paul George can get you from a number of spots.
Los Angeles leading by 11, and Batum kicks to George. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
Well, Paul George concentrating through the contact and making sure he had a shooting window open.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not a elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation. And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
And you think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary. You know, the Gallinari nickname, Gallo, did you know that's Italian for rooster? Look it up, it's fact.
Gallinari hits them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Goes up on the wing. Kennard's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 11. In the corner, Herter with it. Good on the triple. Herter's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Herder never shy to let that one go. Just enough room on the catch and shoot.
That's a 2 from Kennard. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Clippers lead by 10. Here's Rondo. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Shot's good by Kennard. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Hawks. And he uses the glass on the layup. Rondo's got 12 points in the game.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Clippers leading by 8. Here's George. Drops in the layup for 2. George has got 24 points.
You can only do so much right there. It's a good challenge on the Paul George shot. It didn't matter much.
Rondo against Kennard. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 26 points for him.
So good, so experienced, Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Rondo against Kennard. Pass to Hunter. Lock at 6. In the corner. Herder with it. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, that's who Herder is outside on the perimeter, a confident long-range shooter.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
2 shots. Under 6.
The first free throw is good.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. John Collins comes in for Gallinari, and Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Young's shot is off. Clippers leading by 9. Here's Leonard. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, with his developing handle, Leonard now has defenders at his mercy when on the bounce.
Leonard with the steal, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta. Now Young, 20 points for him. Hunter, no good. Here's Leonard. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
Capella. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Capella's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
So savvy inside for a player of his size and tough. Williams will do whatever it takes.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Free throw good, Lou Williams.
A three-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son Six in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the sixth men of the year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
Here's Batum. No good that time. Collins with some nice D. The Hawks trail by 11. Young inside. Defended by George. Young, good. Young's got 25 points in the game.
And now the defense, full attention and antennas up. Trae Young getting warm.
George with the bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
And the Clippers call time here.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. Let's see the stat sheet here for Kawhi Leonard. First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game is 21. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one falls for Jackson.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
To the left wing, and the wide open shot from Reddish. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Williams for 3, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And that's his second in this quarter, guys. He's made 3 so far this game and is showing no signs of slowing down.
Capella, high post. Back to Young. Puts up a 3. Kept alive. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Collins.
Yeah, that's where John Collins sets up shop down in the paint. Quick and athletic. able to corral the miss.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. So it'll be Lou Williams shooting. It's going to be on Trae Young. The Clippers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. And that one falls for Williams.
And what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does.
Young for three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard finds George. And it's George finishing it off.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
The Hawks trail by 16. Outside Cowan. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 8 now on the night. Williams inside the line. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Williams has got 31 points. Young left side. Another three for Atlanta.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Jackson from long range. And that one is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. A 12-point game. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
Young looking it over. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
The Clippers have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Throw good, Paul George.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
The Hawks trail by 16. Knocked loose, stolen by George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 36.
Just Paul George showing how dominant he can be as a two-way player.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Over to the left wing. Here's Okongwu. Goes back up, and the layup is good. Okongwu's now got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
The three-pointer is right on target.
Well, Williams is going to do his damage in the pull-up game, and he jacks that J up and gets 2 more.
And Young, here we go. It's good.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. No good with the wing jumper.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
And so it's Los Angeles, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific 3-point shooting display. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you very much. Lou, in the first half, your offense was clicking. What was the difference getting off to a hot start?
I think we play with a lot of energy, the ball swinging around. They're using a lot of help side defense. We're just taking advantage of it.
And really breaking them down. Thanks, Lou. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He ended up with 36 points. And for the Clippers, the wing tandem of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George inviting historic comparisons. Shaq, for your money, are they as good as any duo in the league?
Without question, Ernie Cornelius Johnson. Two players who are both MVP caliber. Yes, yes, yes.
I didn't know your middle name was Cornelius.
Neither did I. I don't think it is.
Okay. But for Shaq's money, most importantly, this would be a big, big step. But, they're a huge factor. I'll say that. But Cornelius, I did not know.
ECJ, baby.
It's not Cornelius.
ECJ.
I guess it is now.
Eastern Conference jersey, Cornelius.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from George.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. So for the Clippers right now, Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot.
Again, when you go from second to fourth gear, Paul George puts a lot of pressure on the defense that way.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
At the line for 2. Under 6.
Throw good, Paul George. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Jackson. And George drops them both. And here's Young. There's the pass to Collins. The Hawks working the ball around. Herter, that's in, coming off the assist from Young. Herter's got 18 points in the game.
Man, this kid is showing signs of his potential right here as Kevin Herter early on fire.
Passes it to Capella. Outside Collins. Here's Herter. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from George. Los Angeles leading by 16. And good that time.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Young passes to Capella. Here's Herter, defended by George. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here's Batum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
2 shots. That's on the first.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum. The Hawks trail by 20. Young with the ball. He's got 32 and finished off by Collins.
Way too easy for Collins. With ideal positioning, he's a real problem out there.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubats is checked in. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
And Young, here we go. Count that one. Young's got 34.
Yeah, the threat of Trae Young, we talk so much about gravity in the NBA. It's unlocking some other scoring options. Strong take. And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Hawks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Out to the wing. Here's Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Hunter's got 14 points for the game.
Well, pretty good setup from the team there as Hunter's able to focus in on that one.
Deep 2 from Beverly. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Clippers lead by 19. It's Young on the wing. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got 4 this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now here's Beverly. D right on him.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Capella finds Young. Another 3 for Atlanta.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Here's Beverly. Atlanta with the rebound. Collins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Herter passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
And the Clippers call time here.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
He's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And then for the Clippers, Morris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Luke Kennard comes in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Clippers leading by 14. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Young's shot is off. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Again, Los Angeles.
And you have to be ready for this. Defensively, Morris has a terrific pull-up. Maybe a better choice for him than taking it to the rack.
And it's in there.
He is just self-willing, this team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And the Hawks making a change here. Rondo's checked in. Here's Kennard, and Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Here's Kennard. He's got 8. Good on the bucket. Kennard's got 10 points.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
Jackson drives in. That shot misses. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Clippers leading by 14. Jackson down low. He's covered by Rondo. And Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Here's Herter. Zubac's defending. Traps in the Trae. He's got 15.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Herter passes to Rondo. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Here's Rondo. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Yeah, kind of fun to watch Rondo not have the hot hand with the pass, but with the shot.
And yes, it's good.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Rondo passes to Herter. Kicks it to Capella. Knocked away. Up and in on the layup. Herter's got 22 points.
Focused shot there and a tough one. Give Herter credit.
Jackson drives in, banked in off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 15.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Rondo dishes to Capella. Shoots over Zubac. And it's Capella missing. Clippers leading by 15. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. Before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. guys.
Outstanding, David. Thank you. And the Clippers call time here.
Nobody came close and nobody go close, but you really ain't know yet. Really ain't know yet. You really ain't know yet. Big bad wolf and nobody. Yeah. Play with the magic, no camo, with a basket. No, me and the peace, screams, cries, fame, breach, wings, I can't reach. If I'm looking on the cloud to the golden gates, then I hope that you're gonna go hold the place. Then I never gonna lie, say they stole my space, cause I'm in a repeat. It's a whole new race, old new beat. They reincarnated, cause I hate it. It's show. Don't deviate it, I get to it.
Okongwu's checked in for Capella. The Clippers also making some changes. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Batum. And it's Williams in for Jackson. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Rondo kicks to Reddish. Can't hit from in close. Los Angeles leading by 17. Here's Zubac. It's tipped. Outside Rondo to the middle. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got his 7th assist in the game. Williams against Rondo. Atlanta's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. At the tip, great positioning on the putback. Reddish has got 20.
And I think the length of Reddish right there helped him out with that rebound.
And Williams, here we go. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
And sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
The Hawks trail by 13. Here's Gallinari. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Lou Williams. The Hawks haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Danilo Gallinari. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Gallinari hits them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Williams with the ball, and it's Reddish picking him up. The Hawks shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Here's Herter. 24 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Okongwu. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Clippers leading by 11. Beverly, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Well, how about Patrick Beverly showing you at a point guard he can still get up? And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Rondo finds Gallinari. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And last season, Marcus Morris's name, one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switched to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
And the technical free throw is good. Collins checked in for the Hawks. Hunter comes in for Kevin Herter. Gallinari outside with some arc, and the rejection by Zubats. And that one's good. Hunter.
Yeah, that's a shoot-around shot as Hunter had plenty of space to knock it down.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Here's Beverly, and it's denied. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Morris. Williams has got 40 points.
He is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Rondo passes to Gallinari. Outside Collins. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Collins has got 5 points in the quarter.
John Collins continuing to show that he's willing to work on that three-point range.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Pass to Beverly. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Hawks making a switch here. Young's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Serge Ibaka. He's checked in for Zubats. Leonard comes in for Marcus Morris. And Georgia subbed in for Luke Kennard. And is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
Clippers ball.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Thursday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. Then on Friday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando.
And you know for that matchup with New York, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Young, no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. No good with the layup.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Here's Hunter. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
From the arc. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 6 and the basket from Reddish.
Quick trigger from Reddish there speaks to his confidence. He just let that one fly.
Here's George. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Reddish. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. With the points he racked up that quarter, he has broken his season-high scoring mark already. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Hawks trail by 3. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Hunter. Collins is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Young, and it's Reddish in at the 2-guard spot. Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, when Collins gets up there like that, look out.
Collins has gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. Beverly for 3. Up again, and Leonard stays with it. Leonard's got 19 points.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Gallinari wide open. Shot clock reset for the Hawks to tie it up. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gallinari's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
This is a testament to this team's fortitude, never giving up. Folks, we've got a new ball game.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise. And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
The shot by George, no good.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire. And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Young dishes to Collins. Reddish kicks to Young. Shoots it up. It's hauled in by Beverly. Clippers leading by 4. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Lou Williams is got it going. Look out.
Here's Reddish. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
They get it back. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, it's such a challenge trying to alter anything that Lou Williams does just because you're on your heels most of the time.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Williams. And Atlanta has possession. They trail by 6. Young outside, takes the 3, and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's George, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, it was weird because it looked like the defense was ready for the move, but Paul George had a little something extra for him.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Reddish.
Under 6.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Hawks trail by 6. In the corner, Huerter with it. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Huerter's got 26.
Hard to stop with how quick Huerter is able to rise.
But deep 3 from George. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Young finds Collins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Just staying aggressive right now. John Collins putting some tremendous pressure on the defense.
John Collins. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
The leap that we saw John Collins make last year was pretty awesome. Scary thing is he's just going to keep getting better and wants to improve that consistency in terms of his shooting range around the top of the key.
And so Collins nails both of them. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, Paul George, look out. Hammers that one home.
Here's Young. Lobbed up there for Collins. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's George. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
His range goes out a lot further, but didn't need to on that possession.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 7-point differential. Collins, good.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
That's good from Beverly.
Beverly just motivated every night to get out here, to play, to compete. He hustles and wants to make it really tough on anybody that's on the opposing side of things.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Hawks trail by 7. Young outside, from deep. Another 3 for Atlanta.
This is Trae Young's specialty. He's just going to stretch out the defense.
Here's Beverly. Los Angeles with another miss. Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. It's Young on the wing. Hits it again. Wow.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Here's George. Good work defensively by Capella. Atlanta's gone to 3-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Back to Young to take the lead. Rebound by the Clippers. Ibaka's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Young passes to Hunter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Collins. Just 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. That evens the score. Hunter's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, he's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
And the Clippers call time here. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubats has checked in. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Under sticks.
Throw good, Paul George. And both free throws good for Paul George. The Hawks trailing. They get a hand on it. Paul George with the steal. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. So it's Atlanta now. Now, here is Young. Three-pointer and another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Here's George. Good work defensively by Capella. The Hawks shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Hands it from downtown. Beverly's got 8 here in the quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Young drives in. Another bucket. Wow!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And here's George for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
And here's Young from the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. Now George. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And Paul George finding some ways now to be effective on the inside.
And the Hawks making a change here. Gallinari's checked in.
Under sticks.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And with a fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Hawks trail by 6. Young outside. Out to the right wing. Batum against Gallinari. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hawks again can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 6. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
Here's Herter, defended by George. And that one, good.
Using a quick, compact release, Trae Young, very difficult to guard.
Lets the 3 fly, and there's George. That's good on the assist by Beverly. Beverly's got his 6th assist on the night. George has got the hot hand from deep, hitting 5 3-pointers in just 7 tries. Young for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. And Los Angeles guys shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. And he recovers it, and they get it back, and they're able to recover. Leonard with the bucket.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
To the inside, Gallinari. Here's Hunter. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 9. Beverly finds Leonard. Up and in, that's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
And here's Young. Inside. Capella with the bucket.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Beverly, and he converts the layup. Beverly's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He's attacking right now. Patrick Beverly just getting fired up, and his team is doing the same.
And that one drops. And the Clippers lead by 13.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
And they pick up 2.
The top scorers in this league, like Trae Young could be, they get buckets when it's not easy to get buckets.
It's stolen by Capella. Here's Young. He got it again. Sensational. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Out to the right wing. Zubac's in the post. Capella's there.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And the dunk by Zubac.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Clippers.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season. And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for George.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
And the Clippers call time here. They're up by 13. 58 seconds left in the game. Beverly with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. And he makes that one.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Stolen by Beverly. Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Collins. And Leonard gets it to go.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
That one drops for him.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
So it's the Hawks now, trailing by 17. To the middle. And another assist for him. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
The shot by George, no good. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi, you seem to pick it up offensively down the stretch. So what changed for you?
I just started to knock down shots, got my rhythm going, my teammates found me, and just kept going from there.
Well, it rode all the way to a win, and I know you like that, man, so appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Craig Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.